Hello, we're back. Dark Souls 3 on our way to Henri to beat the Henri boss. S- Um, I came into this episode with a bit in mind, and then like 5 seconds before that bit, it like totally changed. Like 5 seconds before I started the video, I was like, let me check my phone. And maybe for you, Google News occasionally is like, hey, check out this news. And I've trained the news AI to be like, hey, don't send me anything about any politics or anything, just video games. So that's what it was. It was like, hey, here's this video game news. Guess what it was? I'll give you a hint. Uh, Video that went up yesterday for me, I think, maybe. Uh-oh. This is all Dark Souls 2's fault. I'm killing things. So the video that went up, I think yesterday, was about Bethesda being bought by Xbox. That was the news. And I started a whole bit about like talking about Xbox and the console that was coming up. We gotcha. And also talked a little bit about journalism. So, time goes on. I would say that was like more than 2 weeks ago. Eh, yeah, it was probably like 3 or 4 at this point. I don't really know what time is. Sure, let's just two birds, same stone. You fool. You fool. Alright, that was very easy. Okay, well, now I don't even feel bad about staying silent. So, if you would just let her die, be gone. You're not gonna die? Okay, there you go. Just collecting those. Probably collect one of these too. It's kind of fun. Just to have a whole set of them. Moving on. So that you've had enough time to think. What's the news that I just received on my phone? Bethesda is the only company that is going to be the only company owned by Microsoft slash Xbox that is going to be Xbox exclusive. So basically, Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be Xbox exclusive, brother. I'm dead. Now that doesn't matter to me because I don't really care. We can get into that later. What matters is that Xbox very strict promise was like, hey, I swear, guys, we're just going to keep things on both PC and the console. There's not even that much reason to get the console. And then they bought Bethesda, and it's probably not even to their own fault, as I'm guessing. Bethesda was like, before they even got bought, they were like, "Hey, it's well, I don't know the logistics. Let's not assume anything. I'll reel back in what I just said. What matters is that they are going to be exclusive to the console when originally Xbox promised that all games published by them, including the Bethesda ones now, well, not including, but you would assume including Bethesda, which they just bought, is going to be both PC and the Xbox. Well, now, oops, only on the consoles for Elder Scrolls and really everything else. Apparently, I don't really know. I didn't actually read because journalism is it's video game journalism stinky. I don't, I don't, I, I can say a lot about it, but really I don't care too much. You know? Does that make sense? Probably not, actually. Probably just like complete opposites. But I find it quite funny. Now, I mean, I don't really know how that came to be. Because originally I was like, you know what? Feel kind of bad for Phil Spencer because the whole point was like, hey, we promise we're not gonna publish console only exclusives. And after all that, it's kind of blowing up in his face when he's got like this major acquisition, and it's also like completely undoing his promise in the process. So I don't know how it happened, basically, because like, where did Bethesda decide that they were going to be Xbox exclusive? And was that of any fault to Xbox? Did you would think they decided that, right? I don't know. This is all speculation without having like any part of the big picture. So I'll probably stop here. But I was kind of excited to go to the topic that I had in mind, but we're just gonna put that off for next episode now, because now we're like full stride. I don't like. I mean, I've said it before. I don't like sandbox games. I believe I said that in the Minecraft episode. It's it's really just like preference. I would rather have a linear thing. That's why Dark Souls 3 is the best. You can only like go two places at all times. And even in like New Game Plus, it goes from like 2 to 4, but in the end like you're probably going both ways anyway, so it's whatever. In New Game Plus, it's not like it matters which way you go first, it's just preference. So it doesn't count. It only counts a little, I should say, because it does count. The ability to choose which path you prefer first is good. Okay, this part is scary. Let me go. So obviously that has is it's relevant to the topic that is at hand. Bethesda makes Fallout, makes Elder Scrolls, played a bit of Skyrim. I was overwhelmed because it's like the whole thing is too big and I don't really know where to go. And I think that's very fair to be overwhelmed by the game. You either kind of like persevere or you don't. And if you do, you probably have like somewhere between 80 and a million hours. Well, that's I mean realistically, you might have like over 1,000. And even like 80 hours is quite a bit. Well, yeah, quite a bit. As for Fallout, it's just like played a bit of New Vegas. Was not particularly drawn. And also 4, the tutorial bored me, honestly. So I haven't gotten into those either. What I do wonder what else is going to be console exclusive, because aside from that, Bethesda has Deathloop or whatever. It's like a kind of artsy first-person 1v1 game. One guy has a mission, the other guy has to shoot the guy with the mission, and you manipulate time or something. Or no, or yeah, something like that. Um, I wonder if that's also console exclusive, because that game is like Been announced for 3 years. Same with the other one that I forgot, but it's also a new IP. It's Ghosts. Ghost something, not of Tsushima. Will not be playing that game, though I kind of want to, because PS4, by the way. Yeet. Too bad. Let me go. This could be bad. Goes to like, I don't know, it's Tokyo or something. That game looks so weird. Like the trailer was just, it's one of those trailers where there's no gameplay, but there's this little cinematic and it gets everybody excited, and then the gameplay itself will eventually disappoint you when you buy the game. It's one of those trailers, you know? It's very, very famous type of trailer. It happens like at least once a year at E3. Not this year, ha ha ha. Oh, okay. He's not attacking. And the little gameplay I've seen it looks bizarre. We don't have to get into it though because I'm quite uneducated, much like I already am about Skyrim slash Elder Scrolls slash Fallout slash Bethesda slash video games. But you know what? It's YouTube, baby. We don't need to be like, like at all educated before we talk. It does help sometimes. Usually. Okay, let's see how the big hammer works here. I should stop fighting deacons without getting a shortcut. Honestly, it's a bad habit that I've developed. I should definitely get the last shortcut. All right. Pretty good damage. You like to see it. The large men still take a lot more swings. Nah. Let me out. I do hate that this boss like actually takes one of the most focus out of me. It can't be helped. Just gotta kill the blue man group. There's a lot of damage. All right, just gonna go into cover now. And one of these numbers. You know, this seems like a better attack. You know, okay. Well, just a very bad combination. Let him go. As valuable. I shouldn't attack again. I should not attack again. He's gonna get healed. That's the kind of thing we're gonna have to live with, I think. Unless we just kill him right now. Which is also a possibility. Just thank you. All right, we can go back. I don't really know what I was talking about. I think I finished with the Bethesda bit. Not more I can really say about the Xbox console, except that it's kind of like a. I mean, I probably already said this, so I don't even know if I should bother. But at the same time, it's kind of just like a PC, and like 90% of the games on it will also be on PC. But if you want like a pre-built computer and you also like using controllers, don't look at me. Then there you go. That said, if you're the guy with 1,000 hours on Skyrim, you should reconsider pre-purchasing. Well, you should consider pre-purchasing now, because I mean, you're missing out on the big stuff, right? Let me go, you madman. Gauging my time. Beep, boop, beep. Can I talk about the original talking point of this video? You know, the swamp water really is just like to your ankles, and yet he's like, "Oh no." Now it's more like to your knees, but still, I mean, like, you tell me it's too much, too slow. I wonder if we can beat Abyss Watchers in this episode. In in other words, please be true. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da. In other words, I'm still thinking, to be honest. What else have I done today? How about that? Uh, I did improve OBS again. I In the last episode I saw like very few times where it was getting framey, but according to OBS stats, it was like, hey, uh, no issues here, and I'm like, okay, well then it's probably just like the game. Blame the game, and I have to do less work. And I upped the stats again. Should be capturing a little better, and should just like generally look a little better or something. I don't really get it, you know? I'm gonna look over the video again, see how it changed, and then maybe I will get it. I don't know. Maybe these stats should be easier to look at. Like, I mean, I don't even want to talk about all the things I changed because it's like there's so many things that I changed that were like very, very drastically bad. Like my encoder, I was using the software encoder. Probably don't do that. The recording quality, like in the file size, it was definitely not ideal. It's also why it was ending up looking kind of badly. There were also some audio things like audio bitrate and just, like the audio sampling that I should have looked into in the past and were like very obviously wrong. And that's probably what matters the most because I mean the video quality, like who's actually watching Dark Souls 3? Imagine that. Not even I'm watching Dark Souls 3. Off to the ledge, and you know, audio obviously mattered for the microphone. That's what we're all here for, right? Right? Oh no, no! Let me go. Let me. I knew I would die. It's a good thing it's only like 20 seconds away. There was also like issues with. I mean, I mentioned the bit rate was like super off, and by super I mean super by like 20 times. Bitrate was 20 times lower, roughly. And also not well managed. It's just a handful of issues that we had to handle there. So it's fine now. It's fine. Okay, do not walk in the same corner. Oh god, I did. I get what I deserve. I get what I deserve. I was I told myself not to go in the corner and I was like, wouldn't it be hilarious if I did? And also, what if I just slipped through and I wasn't a coward? It was hilarious and I wasn't a coward, but but I made a mistake. Okay, okay. That hurts. It doesn't really. I mean, it's funny. I'm still like last episode had the most cursed start of all time of me dying to three simple enemies at the very beginning of the game. Okay, no coward this time. I mean, yes, coward this time. I went down the middle. So be it. Off to see the Abyss Watchers. And I guess we can talk a little bit about Dark Souls 2 while we're here, because I mean, it's all I think about. It haunts me. It's bad. I don't. The thing is that it's like super complicated and annoying. Because first of all, when I started the series, basically my first time playing, I was, let's say, I made 14 episodes of around like between 2 to 4 average 3 hour sittings with a friend, and then I deleted that series. But that was a lot of hours, right? I believe. Just rude. Just rude. Don't wait, no, is he inside the arena? He is not. Okay. That might have been a hilarious bug, but also it would have ruined me. Oh my. So, uh, dead, huh? You know, we can probably just kill you. Just unless that happens. Despite spending like a total of like 38 hours, I think, in my first playthrough, which is absurd, honestly, just absurd. It's such a long game. Okay. Friend. Friend. Friend, help. No. Thank you. Thank you. You got him. Alright. The 38 hours spent in Dark Souls 2 the first time, I was like, it's not gonna take that long. It's not gonna take that long, right? Especially now that I know where to go, and it's gonna pass by so much quicker because I'm not handicapping myself with the case this only. Regret, by the way, to this day. And also I'm not doing the DLC, which added like 10 hours to it. I really tried to stun him midair. Not a good idea. Hello. Should have just rolled out of that one. Wasn't really thinking. You dead? Not dead. Not dead. 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 Stop. Let me win. The game won't let me win today. What's I was struggling to Dragon Slayer armor earlier, and now is this? This is not fair. That's not cool. So now I can finish my thought with full bit. Dark Souls 2. And yeah, we're gonna run it back, even though this video could end. Dark Souls 2 was like maybe 30 hours without the DLC, I would say, if I remember correctly, and I might not. Uh, I thought that now that I know how to do it, know where to go, gonna choose better weapons, it should all turn out good, right? As it turns out, picked the wrong weapon at the start of the series, and that led to like a wasted first episode. Well, wasted like episode and a half, and also like ruined my gamer cred because it looked like I was bad when I started the series. Like, this guy can't even beat the first boss. It wasn't my fault. My stupid weapon. Okay, I'm gonna. Yep, the double is dead. That's okay. We're good. After I chose the dagger wrong, eventually I handicapped myself by not like super leveling up the straight sword that I had, and finally when I unlocked the weapon that I was going for, the halberd, specific halberd, turns out I could not actually use it, so I delayed myself even more to using it, which another ruined my time a little more. Dead, by the way. Not gonna beat a major boss for a long time, apparently. Yeah, 36 hours in Dark Souls 2, just checking. That was before the new series. We're not gonna fight again. After I finally unlocked the halberd, and I was like 35% into the game or something. I mean, we're gonna say 33%, and I finally unlocked the halberd. The halberd sucks, and I have to swap off of it in the very next, like, after the very next boss. Only fought one boss with it. It's unbelievable, it's unbelievable. So that sucks. And then I chose, this is, my summary again of just the entire series so far. Finally, I chose a katana, the washing pole, which I mean, we could use that next just in memory. I chose it, and believe it or not, once again, uh it was not bad. Well, the big problem was that it had a total of 20 durability, and Dark Souls 2 durability, swinging your weapon once and colliding with anything will ruin it. Just once. This time I swung it like 20 times, no, 5 times, and it was 1 durability. So it's a lot better in Dark Souls 3 and a lot harder to break things, and that's good. But I didn't know that in Dark Souls 2. Oops. So basically I've hindered myself a lot. I have a good weapon finally, and I'm making okay progress, but the video has already exceeded the day, like the backlog has already exceeded the day where Sekiro comes out, and that means that I have 3 series live instead of 2, and that's annoying because I would rather just have like 2 series on at all times. But I mean, it's whatever, because I guess, having 3 series is not that bad, but I would rather have 2 and just have the extra videos for the future. And it's all Dark Souls 2's fault for being so slow and also screwing me over. Thanks for hearing me out. If you liked what I said, hit the like button. That's it. I think I'm gonna go record Dark Souls 2. I don't really want to. I think I'm gonna record one more of these. That'll be fun. Goodbye. Goodbye.